The only basic principles that any people of any nation need to adhere to are those of common law. Never cause harm or loss. You just never do it. Common law applies to men and women, the man and woman. Within common law there should exist a word called justice. Fair trial. Statute rules apply to the person, but only when the man or the woman consents to represent the person. Because remember, the person is just a piece of paper. Consent can be given by inaction or action. Okay? If you ignore something, you're giving consent. It's not just by the action that you do, it's also by inaction. They get you both ways. Within statute rules, you will receive a summary judgment. You break the rules of the contract, you lose. And it is simply a contract. And it is simply summary judgment. That's all. All they're interested in is getting two bodies into a court or one body into a court to find out how much money they can extract from you. That's all they want to do. They're not interested in justice. There is no justice. As long as justice is seen to be done, everything seems to tick over okay.
What is summary judgment?
Basically, summary judgment is just, county court's a classic example. Me and you go to county court, you got a beef with me, I owe you this. The judge says, no, you don't, sod off. That's summary judgment. He's summarising, he makes a judgment, job done, next case. You ever seen the county court, how quick people go in and out of county court?
So if there's no jury, it's summary judgment?
Absolutely, yeah, there is no jury. There's never a jury when there's summary judgment. I'm a man, I'm not a person. I exist, I'm here. I exist naturally and I was created by the divine. Now, I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this. As far as yeah, I'm not really, I've got a religious bone in my body. There's something up there and I don't know what it is. And I don't want to call it anything because I've never been told what it's called. But I know there's something there. But it's not about religion. But basically, I just use that because it's the best way to describe it. I am, as a man, subject to common law jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is juris, which is of law, and diction is words. That's all it is. Words of law. I must never harm or cause loss or any form of loss to another. I am free and unlimited to ability to do anything as long as I stay within them basic principles. My person, which is a piece of paper, is Mr. John Harris or John Harris, name that was given. This is a fictional legal entity. Does not exist, it's just a piece of paper. I'm going to keep saying it because it will sink in. It takes a while, it did with me, it took ages, but it's true. It was created by the government via my birth certificate. It was created. It's something that's been created. I'm subject, or that piece of paper is subject to civil policy jurisdiction. Must fulfil all the duties given and governed by corporate policy, tax under statutes. So when I go to court, they are inviting a person created by the United Kingdom Corporation, that piece of paper. The person, the legal personality, was created when my birth was registered and it's evidenced by my birth certificate, a piece of paper. Man created government, which turned created persons. The person is not me, it is a legal fiction which I have been falsely identifying with all my life. I don't get to say what its rights and duties are, the United Kingdom Corporation does. But it had to mislead me into doing so, and it used deception. So we define a person. A person includes natural person for co-partnership. I won't read it, you can see it up there, legal personality. But we had a problem first off, well the first problem I ever had with this is how can you define, me and Richie talked about this one afternoon, how can you define one word with exactly the same word? Because you're failing to define anything. And this is in Black's Law Dictionary. This is their law books. In the third edition, person is a fiction, which is exactly right. There's 8 versions of this law book. So why is there 8 versions? It doesn't make any sense, because if the words are wrote out in one law dictionary and they mean that definition, why would they change? Why would you need 8 revisions of the same book? Because if it's changing, it's being manipulated for a reason. Why? Because we're cottoning on.
Do you not think loads of books have further editions though, because there's like developments in court and it's not anything...
But why would you need to change the words? Why would you need to change the word person? Person means person.
Just because of changes like in... Yeah, I seem to think about it.
I've seen the same dictionaries have different versions, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
It's the way in which they change that's interesting, I think.
Yeah, when? Yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. Legal world, the person has a legal personality. That's that piece of paper. Created and maintained by statutes. Everything in the legal world requires me to sign as a created person. Everything. Everything I apply for, everything I do requires my signature. But it's not my signature, it's that piece of paper's signature, because it can't hold a pen. But it's true. I was told and believed that my natural feelings are this personality. I've been through many, many experiences in my life where I've been told that this is my personality. I am my personality. What I suddenly realised a little while ago was this. My ego is my personality. Because my ego created the need for status. It feeds this personality. It needs control over everything. Everything. And it's an affliction of my mind. It's not me. Not as a human being, it's an affliction of my mind. I now don't try and control the person. I just deny the person control. That's exactly what I do every single day. And it's a hard battle. It's the hardest battle a human being can go through. Because the rest of everybody else out there actually believes you are out of your mind. They do, believe me. They believe you're out of your mind. And I will tell you an incident of a dear friend over there who was told the other day because she didn't believe she was a person, she would have to have psychiatric treatment. And she stood over there. An assessment. The treatment's a bit like that, isn't it? This is it. The deception of the persona. The social mask all human beings supposedly wear. Excuse me. Most men and women in the world believe today that they are a person. I've asked an audience of 450 people, do you believe you're a person? No one stuck their hand up. I started laughing because I could see their faces. And I could see the face, do you believe you're a person? Do you? Any of you? Do you believe you are a person? I'm embarrassed. I'm not right. I want to say something right now. This is going to attack. This will attack. Right. This will attack everything. This is going to attack. Okay, your ego is going to get attacked by this, and it will come back fighting. I know. Okay? It will come back fighting. But it really does. There's no embarrassment in admitting something. That's what the ego wants you to believe, there's embarrassment. But there is no embarrassment. That's part of the lesson. It's part of the journey. This is why the deception of the person works so well. For in reality, it is just a persona which I believe to be real, created by nothing more than a piece of paper. Okay? Status. It all revolves around the same thing. This is the persona the legal world uses against me. The enforcers of statute need me to act as the person before they can act upon me. They need me to represent the piece of paper, for in reality that's all it is, a piece of paper. The enforcers of statute believe that anyone says I am not a person are acting out of their mind, and all I would say, that takes a lifetime of practice. We'll have a break. That was better one, wasn't it? Excellent. Right. Okay. Oh dear. Right. I want to move on to the creation of this person. Okay. When I was born, my mother and father submitted a birth certificate registration application form, a piece of paper. In the formulation of any company, anything within this legal world, there is always a piece of paper. Always. Do you want to get that? The fictional person known as John James Harris, my given name, was created by this piece of paper. My name was given to me, and it wasn't chosen by me, evidenced by my birth certificate. It's not a bad name, so I'm not really that asked about it, but